Hey guys, I want to let you in on a little secret. Have you ever walked into a store, engaged with any social media content, been served an ad, and you felt these people, they just get me. They understand me more than the guy down the street. And I don't care what it's for. It could be a product, could be a service, could be B2B type thing, whatever. But you just had that overwhelming feeling, and inherently you started to trust them a little bit because they're speaking your language. Well, the secret to that is these companies, these organizations spent enormous amount of time and energy focusing on their brand and really studying you. And it seems they get you because they do get you. And the reason that it's speaking to you really well is because they're probably mirroring your language. They probably sound how you sound when you speak. And that's really important. And what they're doing is creating a positive gut feeling about their company. Now, if you're an interior designer, if you're an architect, and you've experienced this, it is because they've been working on their brand. However, I want you to know they can either work for you or it can work against you. And what I mean by that is those companies that create that positive brand experience, they put a lot of energy into doing so. Other companies that don't, they leave it all up to happenstance. Whether you're developing a brand or not, your brand is being developed. You just have zero influence over the brand. And so let me illustrate this point a little bit differently here. A lot of our clients who go through our methodology, they spend a considerable amount of time here in describing and developing their ideal client profile. That's ICP, ideal client profile. They do so because those experiences where you've felt you had a positive gut feeling about a product, company, or service or whatever, it's because they've done the same thing. And so we guide our clients to also develop their ICP, but understanding what are the wants, needs, aspirations of our perfect clients and what are their fears, frustrations, and pain points. That way we can approach them, or we can serve up messaging that approaches them at that point of pain that we can specifically solve. And if we do so in the right way with the right language, we're going to create positive associations with the right people at the right time, which is also going to allow us to hopefully push them and get them into our world on our email list, but also get them to make a sale more efficiently. It's attracting one into our world and then converting those leads into a sale. Now, how do we strengthen this? If you also experience, if you're on the other end of this and you were approached in social media or something by a brand and you felt, oh man, these people just get me, they understand me, they probably took it a step further. And I always say that people connect really strong with people. We're humans, we're social creatures, and we want to connect with other people. We also guide our members to establish their brand's personality. It's so important that we think about our brand, we talk about our brand, we develop messaging for our brand in a way that is personal, in a way that feels familiar to the ICP. The only way that we can do that is humanize the brand. And we do that in this stage here where we establish the personality. And that's a really good create some of those emotional connections that are going to get people to want to engage with our content, but to hopefully convert into clients in the long run. Now, here's the secret. People connect really strong with people. People connect stronger with people with purpose. And if we're following this diagonal down, once we've identified and described our perfect fit clients, our ideal client profile, and we've humanized our brand to create those deep emotional connections with them, the next layer, and this is the icing on top of the cake, This is really what's going to make your brand stand out, get noticed, is we develop your purpose. So people have strong connections with other people. People connect stronger or have stronger connections with people with purpose. And when you can clearly articulate and explain the mission that you're on, the purpose that you're on, create alignments with that, with your personality, with your ideal client profile personality, and connect those things together, that's where you are going to create a winning brand every single time. And if you do this, right, let's see if my slides are right here. Here are some of the things that you can expect. Here are some of the byproducts of creating the brand. You're going to have higher revenue, on average 20% higher revenue if you develop your brand. Your customer acquisition, your cost to acquire customers is going to start trending down because you know exactly who you're talking to. Plus, your messaging is going to be that much better and connect with them on that emotional level. Your customer loyalty and the lifetime value of each one of your customers is going to start trending up. That's because we've layered in purpose. And now we're aligning missions with our customers. And a really powerful thing happens. They stay with us longer, and they start to recruit people into our world because they're so happy. We're replicating your happiest customers, but we're keeping them happy, and we basically creating raging fans of what you do, the type of service that you have, and we keep them around longer. The other thing that is really cool, once you have all of this stuff in place, you're going to be able to charge premium pricing, and you're going to be able to play around. You're going to have some options with your pricing and maybe different levels or different tiers. And here's the thing. If we're connecting with people on this emotional level, they're going to pay a premium for it because they inherently see and understand the value that you bring to the table. If I could tell you to do one thing today to start your branding journey, it would be get that ideal client profile started. Really understand who your customers are, your best fit customers. Try to replicate them. Try to clone those customers. And then layer in your brand's personality. Create the brand that's going to connect on a deeper and more emotional level. And then if you really want to get crazy, if you really want to take this to the next level and see this thing work for you, it's identify your purpose. Get in there, know your why. And once you get those three things working together, watch out, because the results are just astounding. If you like this content, if you're interested in building a brand, this is what I post on my channel. Subscribe, share this with a friend who might need to hear it. I'm just trying to grow this channel, and I'm just trying to help small businesses grow. See you in the next one.